Good morning, class. Are you fine this morning? I'm very well, thank you. And I hope you are well too. Alright, today is Wednesday. So on Wednesday, the first session we have hang out sick, right? And today we focus on our workbook on page 52 because we already finished page 73 on our student book, right? And we already finished the lesson in the student book of Unit 6. So today we continue to page 52 on workbook to continue our unit. Okay, in our workbook we also still in Unit 6 an exciting basketball game, but today we focus on connect. Connect here, connect with activities or sport, right? And there are two activities in this page. We have part A and part B. For part A, listen and read. Part B, read and check. So now look at part A all together, everyone. So before you listen to the track, I have some difficult words for you to read, okay? Okay, so now read some difficult words with me first, and after that you will listen to the track, listen and read. Okay, exciting bungee jumping. Okay, so this word we pronounce bungee jumping. Bungee jumping, okay? Bungee jumping. Okay, and this word we pronounce elastic cord. Elastic cord. Elastic cord. Stretch, stretch, cover out, Auckland Sky Tower, Auckland Sky Tower, Auckland Sky Tower, equipment, equipment. Okay, again, bungee jumping, elastic cord, stretch, cover out, Auckland Sky Tower, equipment. Okay, so let me give you more explanation related to this word after listening and reading. Okay, now listen.
A. Listen and read.
Exciting bungee jumping. Bungee jumping is a popular activity that more and more people are trying. Bungee jumpers tie an elastic cord around their bodies, then jump off of a high place. They fall down, then the elastic stretches and pulls them back up. Usually, people tie the cord around their ankles and dive head first. It is very exciting. The first company to offer bungee jumping started in New Zealand in 1986. A man named A.J. Hackett opened the first bungee jumping location in Queenstown, New Zealand. People paid money to jump off the Kowara Bridge, 43 meters above the Kowara River. Soon, more people wanted to experience bungee jumping. More cities opened jumping stations over rivers and next to cliffs. Eventually, Auckland Sky Tower set up a bungee jumping station at the top of the tower. Bungee jumping has now spread all over the world. Many people enjoy jumping at beaches or waterfalls. However, it can be dangerous. Every new bungee jumping company must make sure that its equipment is safe. Otherwise, people can injure themselves. New and exciting ways to bungee jump are still being created. People can jump in groups, and children can jump with their parents. It's a scary but amazing feeling. Would you like to try it?
Finish, everyone? Very good. Okay, so after listening to the track, and I hope you will read after listening, right? Okay, so now look at our passage altogether. And here we are going to read this passage all together and try to understand all the meaning. So before reading these to all of you, I would like to explain a few words for you first. Okay, here bungee jumping means like the jumping from a very high place. Okay, a very high place we call bungee jumping. Okay, how about elastic cord? Elastic cord means like the rope that you tie around your body here. Elastic cord, you can look at this guy here. He tie elastic on his ankle, right? Okay, and elastic cord here around his body, the rope or the tie that you tie around your body, yeah, we call elastic cord. Stretch, make something stretch. When you make something stretch, you do like this, okay, do like this, make something stretch, okay. Okay, and this one stretch here means elastic stretch, okay, stretch our body. And here in our lesson they say stretches and pulls them back up. Okay, Cabral is the name of the place. Okay, Cabral, okay, Cabral Bridge, okay, we add one more word, bridge, Cabral Bridge, Alright, so now let's continue to the other one, everyone. Number 5, Auckland Sky Tower. Auckland Sky Tower here is the name of the place. Okay, equipment. Okay, equipment like the tool you use to do something. Okay, like here, elastic cord, also the tool, or you can say also the equipment. Alright, so now I think you can understand these difficult words, and now let's read the passage all together and try to understand each meaning. I will read one paragraph and explain one paragraph to all of you. It's easy for you to understand all, right? Okay, so now let's start. Exciting bungee jumping. Bungee jumping is a popular activity that more and more people are trying. Bungee jumpers tie an elastic cord around their bodies, then jump off of a high place. They fall down, then the elastic stretches and pulls them back up. Usually, people tie the cord around their ankles and dive headfirst. It is very exciting. Okay, so the first one, they just talk about the general thing with bungee jumping and the tool that we use to, or the equipment that we use to do when you do the bungee jumping, right? Okay, so what equipment do we use to do when you do the bungee jumping? We use the elastic cord, right? And where do we tie it? Yeah, usually people tie it around their ankles. Okay, so now let's continue to the second paragraph. The first company to offer bungee jumping started in New Zealand in 1986. A man named A.J. Hackett opened the first bungee jumping location in Queenstown, New Zealand. People paid money to jump off the Cabral Bridge, 43 meters above the Cabral River. Okay, so in this paragraph, they talk about the first company that offered the bungee jumping for people, right? So where is it, everyone? The company is in New Zealand. So where do they jump? At the Cabral Bridge, yeah, on the Cabral River, right? Okay, so now let's continue to the next paragraph. Soon, more people wanted to experience bungee jumping. More series open jumping station over rivers and next to cliffs. Eventually, Auckland Sky Tower set up a bungee jumping station at the top of the tower. Okay, so in this paragraph, they talk about more people want to experience this activity, right? So the Auckland Sky Towers, they prepare the jumping station there. Okay, let's continue to the next paragraph. Bungee jumping has now spread all over the world. Many people enjoy jumping at beaches or waterfalls. However, it can be dangerous. Every new bungee jumping company must make sure that its equipment is safe. Otherwise, people can injure themselves. Okay, so in this paragraph, they talk about bungee jumping spread all over the world. So a lot of companies, they open the bungee jumping, but they need to make sure that their equipment must be safe, right? Okay, now let's continue to the last paragraph. New and exciting ways to bungee jumping are still being created. People can jump in group and children can jump with their parents. It's a scary but amazing feeling. Would you like to try it? Okay, so the last one, they talk about the new ways of bungee jumping, right? So we can jump as a group and children can jump with their parents, okay? Well, would you like to try it, everyone? Okay, maybe you want to try to cut down your fear or your scary, right? Okay, so this is the end of our reading, and after reading, I hope you can understand all the passage well. So now it's time for you to answer or to do the exercise on letter B, read and check. Okay, so now let's start, everyone. 1. Bungee jumpers jump out of airplanes. Okay, bungee jumpers jump out of their airplanes. Yes or no? No. It must be no, right? Because in our passage they don't talk about airplane, but they talk about the high place. Okay. So now let's continue to the next one, everyone. AJ Hackett opened the first bungee jumping company. Is it correct, everyone? Yes, it's correct. It must be yes, right? Yes. Here, you can see the first company to offer bungee jumping started in New Zealand in 1986. A man named AJ Hackett, right? Okay. So now let's continue. 3. People can't jump off Auckland Sky Tower. Can't? No. Okay. Can. Okay. Can. Okay, now let's continue to number 4. Parents can bungee jump with their children. Okay, is it correct, everyone? Yes, it must be yes. The last one, right? The new way of bungee jumping. Okay, this is the end of our first session, and before we finish our first session, let me read some difficult words for you again, everyone. Okay, bungee jumping, elastic cord, stretch, cover out bridge, Auckland Sky Tower, equipment. Okay, this is the end of our first session, and see you in the second session.